Beautiful people, welcome back to Life with Devon Handyman. I'm here today on another adventure. Working on this car, I diagnosed it yesterday, a no start situation. The owner for the car is a friend of mine. He wasn't here, so I didn't have the parts. It's cranking no start, and I think you need camshaft position sensor, which is a 2004 Toyota Avalon. So I'm back today. He said he got the part. I told him what he need. He said he got it. So let's see if he's home. Alright, my people, see what going on now. So radiator top pipe break off. And we are check out the other stuff them on the car. So we have to replace the radiator. We have the upper radiator hose. The transmission cooler line, them two small line. Remove them, and I already drain the coolant. When you take out the fan, the one on your left, which is the passenger side, take that one out first, and then the one on the driver side, you take it out last, make it easier. The one on the driver side, you have two peg where you sit down in the bottom of the radiator. Two fasteners will hold the bottom of the fan from moving. And the passenger side now you only have one. So see, you have the two peg them there. One, two. One on the passenger side now only have one peg. So that way if you put them back in the right place, you won't have no problem get them in. Cooler line. You can't take them off from the radiator, or you can't take them off from up. Where you connect to the transmission cooler line. So the transmission cooler line now, the one on the passenger side go to the far side of the radiator. The one on the driver side go to the driver side of the radiator, which you can see what's going down. As me done quite a few of them before, me know exactly how they work. Next time I check in is when we put everything back together, cause the same order you take them off, I same order you put them back. So we're waiting on the crankshaft position sensor to come, and the crankshaft position sensor is this thing right here. Me having you can see how dirty it is. That's all come on the bottom, and the way it work is a magnetic sensor. So when the current go to it and you crank the engine, you send a pulse towards the vehicle, tell it it's time for it to start, so it won't run with this. As you can see how messed up the bottom is. It's supposed to be shiny like a side and everything. Also it's supposed to carry a rubber seal up top, and the rubber seal on the panel. And it's a 2-pin connector. So you just have to change this when they stay like this. It's a possibility we could have cleaned it and try and it work, but when you gone like that, you might as well just go ahead and change it out. Another thing, guys, when installing radiator, these coolant line, always check them if they're tight, because a lot of times you put them on, they're not tight enough. You have to go back underneath the car and then retighten these. So always check them if they're tight before you do anything, because they will leak after pressure start taking them. I almost got everything back together. I already put the crankshaft position sensor down there, and the radiator is in, but I'm checking for leaks, so I don't install the fans yet. So what I did is add this hose to it. I don't know if you can hear the bubble coming from the hose. So it's burping right now while I'm checking for leaks, to make sure ain't nothing down bottom leaking, because once you put the fan on, it's kind of hard for you to see if it's leaking. So that's what I'm actually doing right now while it's burping. So I add like a half a jug of coolant to it. So now that I see that nothing leaking down there, I'm gonna put the fans in, finish up this job. Of course, you guys can just watch, wait for the final process. So this is where I'm at right now. I already put one sensor back in already. I still got the one there to put back in, so I'm gonna put that one back in, as you can see. It's not yet in. And then I have the ear duct, ear cleaner ductwork to put back towards the tracker body from the earbox. And then I'm gonna start her up. Yes, my people, car is running, but it was wrong diagnosed by me. After all that, I didn't scan the car. I was going by what I know from my head. Turned out that we did all this work, but that wasn't the issue with the car. So when I finally get this diagnostic machine to work, it gave me a code, and it turned out that the key wasn't communicating with the car. So we replaced one part, two parts actually, because the radiator broke, and we changed that, which is new radiator. We changed the crankshaft position sensor, and the car still wouldn't run. So I had to get my scan tool, did some checks. After I did all that check, I realized the key was the issue why the car wouldn't start. So the whole time, if I had diagnosed the car before, I would have found out that the key wasn't working, and we would have get the car running before we went through all that work. So this is a lesson not to just go by your knowledge, but sometimes trust technology, because you can be wrong and technology be right. That's all I got to say on this one, my people. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.